So you mentioned one more important point, that Jugad, the word Jugad. So I would just like to throw this question to Amit on what all different kinds of Jugad can be protected. First of all, the question is, can Jugad be protected? Can we have an IP on Jugad? And if yes, what are the different kind of IPs which a normal Indian can get to protect his Jugads?
So yeah, so just to reiterate your question, so the question can also put as what can qualify as a patent? So guys, dosto, I want to tell you one thing. You do not have to invent a breakthrough invention to get a patent. Okay, small incremental things agar aap karte hain, small things in a life can qualify to be a patent. All you have to ask is two questions. Is your idea new? Is your idea non-obvious? If your idea is new and non-obvious, go ahead and talk to a patent attorney who can help you. So ideas are protected with the help of patents. The idea can be a product or a process. If you have a trademark, if you have a logo or a word, you go for trademark. If you sing a song or write a book, you go for copyright. If you design a new product, you go for design protection. So there are 3-4 types of main types of IPs: patents, trademark, copyrights, and designs. So this is what you can do to protect your ideas and stop your competition from copying your ideas. Over to you, Dr. Jere.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
So
I
will give a good example for people to understand this.
Yeah.
So a few days back, actually last week, currently I'm doing a lot of leadership talks on my Twitter. So last week I talked to a kid. His name is Yashraj Bharadwaj. Okay, and they sold their first patent to a US company when they were in 8th standard, and they made $1 million out of it. Okay, 7.5 crores they sold it. So that story is very interesting. So in 6th or 7th standard, they initially read a paper where somebody had used apples for water purification and for removing of arsenic and uranium and so on and so forth. So they said in India, apples are not going to work. So they started working with pumpkin. And in 7th standard, they went ahead and actually published a paper that instead of apples, you can also go and use pumpkin. But at that time, they got a lot of media coverage and many people replicated it. And they were called by this US company for actually technology transfer. And they went and they were made an offer of $500,000 at that time. And they were in 7th standard. But they had not filed a patent. So they couldn't transfer the intellectual property right.
Right.
And that was the reason $500,000 went. Means they couldn't actually capitalize on it. So they got depressed. But then they started working on similar process, replacing pumpkin with bajra. Okay? And they got better efficiency. So initially they were getting something like 78% efficiency. They got 96% efficiency, and bajra was, I think, 10 or 11 times cheaper. Then they filed patent immediately because they were burnt 7th standard. And when they were in 8th standard, they again approached that company. And they actually did tech transfer. They transferred the patent and they got 7.5 crores.
Wow.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Currently, they are 20 years old. And they have 375 people working for them. And offices across US, their head office is in Dubai and China and Shenzhen and Hong Kong and everywhere they have offices. So that's what patent monetization can help you.